Oddly, technological advances, explored the universe, cured diseases, and we cultivated the world's greatest artists and the world's greatest economy. We reached for the stars, acted like men. We aspired to intelligence. We didn't belittle it. It didn't make us feel inferior. We didn't identify ourselves by who we voted for in the last election, and we didn't scare so easy.
Thank you.
We were able to be all these things and do all these things because we were informed.
Fake news.
By great men who were revered. First step in solving any problem is recognizing there is one. America is not the greatest country in the world anymore. Enough?
What do you think?
I think you have a point that there's no, to say something's the hottest chili pepper, you can measure that on a scale using BTUs, which is a source of heat. To say something is the fastest car, you have stats that you can bring it up and it says horsepower and torque and all this stuff and top speed. There are certain statistics that we fall to, and I just looked it up. We're 171 out of 180 we're on the bottom of the list, which is a good part of it because I looked up most corrupt countries, so we're all the way at the bottom of the list, which means we're the least. 171 out of 180.
What's the first one?
Somalia, and the second one is the Somalian government is a myth, and North Korea. But I wrote down here, and he's right, human movement, which this is one thing that people can say that makes us one of the best countries in the world. Look at the real movements. I'm not talking about this March for Our Lives stuff. I'm not talking about the women's march.
Ever.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, how about women's suffrage? It was a movement. They were organized. They wanted something, and they got it. Civil rights. It was an organized movement, and they got it. That is one thing that I know that happens in other countries. You can talk about the Arab Spring and all that stuff. I understand that happens, but not like it does here.
Yeah.
People have a voice, and sometimes people use that voice to talk about nothing and to make things that aren't problems. I get that. Yeah, that happens.
Like right now.
Yeah, but they're free to have that voice. In a lot of countries, these kids would have been shot, and their whole family would have been shot and killed. In Russia, there's somebody that, I don't know how it is. I don't know if it's this way now. I don't want to spread rumors, but they would come in, and if you disagree with them, kill you and your whole family. No lineage, no line, no thought process, nothing. North Korea, this guy shot his uncle in the middle of Pyongyang Square.
Yeah.
The capital. He shot his uncle in the face. They have my dad was telling me about this when he went to, I don't know what part it is in the Kremlin, but there's a big stone that they used to behead people at. And it was worn out. The stone was worn out from how many people had been there. Do you understand how long it takes and how much use it takes to wear out rock? Ask a river how long it takes to wear out rock. I'm going to
start talking to the river. I'll leave it when I am.
People are going to start talking about you. And I wrote down a couple other things that he said. They acted like men, and I think that there isn't a lot of that anymore.
Especially this recent movement, which we'll get into later.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But they don't act like men anymore. And when I don't mean broad shoulders and grow a beard and order bad-tasting coffee. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if there's a mistake made and something happens, you take care of your family. You work. You have an honorable job. You don't. And I could go down the whole thing and saying, you don't do this, you don't do that, you don't. You respect people. You respect. I saw a video the other day of a fight in a high school where these two kids were fighting, and two younger kids. They looked maybe like they were freshmen. They're young men.
Yeah.
They're definitely powerful, but they're not. You don't have that man strength yet that you get when you're 20, 21 years old. So they were fighting, and the teacher, who was a woman, tried to break it up. And the kid didn't punch the teacher, but he was. You know how people fight? They just keep throwing punches, and he accidentally connected with the teacher. And this one dude, this one guy. Let me see if I can find it. This one, he wasn't having it. And let me see. Never mind. He says the N-word a lot. I don't want to put that on air, but he says, which I don't condone either. He says, "No, dude, you just hit the teacher. Now I'm on you. Mm-hmm. Now you and me are gonna go outside. You can't do that. You just hit the teacher."
Yeah.
You just hit it. That's a female. Regardless of a teacher or not, that's a female. And I think that every time I see a video of whether it's Ray Rice or the guy who was a running back for Oklahoma, I forgot his name, he just cracked a woman, just punched her right in the... This is a practiced, strengthened football player, a big guy. He works out every single day to get as strong and as muscly as he can, and he just clobbered her. That is disgusting. And that you think that would have happened in the 50s and 60s? Hell no. Yeah, a couple men raised their hand to their wives. Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the random act. And the second thing I wrote down is reach for the stars. We used to, we send, we don't even go to we don't even go to space anymore. Yeah, Elon Musk is turning that around, and that's probably going to turn around. We just sent a friggin' car into orbit, which I think is instilled a lot of patriotism into a lot of people's eyes again. But we used to go to the moon. Don't say it. We used to go to the moon.
What was I going to say?
Wait, did we really go to the moon, though?
I don't
Of course
think
we did. I did. We definitely
No,
did.
we
That's the next
I'm
podcast.
kidding. I think
We went to the moon. We built a... I know I'm not supposed to curse, but we built a fucking world up there. There is a 35-ton international space station with our flag on it.
Yeah.
We did that. We launched all those pieces up there. You want to make a phone call? Next time you make a phone call, and you can call your parents in Illinois and have a nice conversation with them. I know. You can have a nice conversation with them. Thank NASA. Next time you turn your DirecTV on, or you turn your Xbox on to play Xbox Live,
I wish I could
thank
turn my
NASA.
Xbox on.
Things like that. And then the last thing I wrote was scare so easily. This goes back to my first comment, acted like men. When I say act like men, I'm not talking about the patriarchy or toxic masculinity. I'm talking about being an adult and a gentleman. Be a lady or a gentleman. Don't scare so easily. Someone's got a problem with you, figure it out. I'm not saying to fight people, I'm saying figure it out. Back in the day, you used to take somebody around the corner and you fought, and whoever won, that was it. That was squashed. It was done right there.
Yeah.
You can't do that anymore. I'm not saying to go fight people. Of course, that's what I'm saying. And that's what you derive from this. If that's what you derive from this, wind back about 10 minutes and listen to this man's speech.
Yeah.
That's what makes us the best country in the world. The fact that you can have a dream. The fact that you can actually live it out and come from nothing, and you can do whatever you want. And if you don't believe me, ask a guy named Barack Obama, from a senator from Illinois, if you can do whatever you want.
And
single mom, growing up in
Yes.
poverty, and he became the most powerful man in the world.
And don't give a shit if he's Democrat or Republican again.
Yeah, I'm not
Like
doing
I
that.
said before, if you're more party orientated, you are what's wrong with America. If you cannot talk to if you're a Republican, you can't talk to a liberal, you're what's wrong with America. And if you're a liberal and you can't talk to a Republican, David Hogg, you are what's wrong with America.
That's David Hogg with 2 G's.
Yes.
David Smile Hogg. You know his middle name is Smile.
We'll talk. That's our ending topic because I'm heated about that.
And he's 18 now, so you can square up with
I
him.
could say whatever the hell I want.
You can square up.
He's not a victim anymore. He's an activist.
As far as who's the best country in the world, there's no way to say
There
that.
isn't, and like I said, I'm a very statistic. That's why I'll say America is a great country.
You really think that certain
Do I believe
countries...
it's one of the best? Yeah, I do.
Let's do this.
But that's because I'm a huge patriot. You hear half the music I listen to.
Yeah, this man drives around listening to God Bless America and sings every word.
Yeah, but I'm a very statistical person. I won't believe anything until there's a stat to back it up. You know what I mean? What are you looking for? Are you looking for a stat to back it up?
No.
Oh.
I'm looking up a specific stat. Close to 14% of America is illiterate.
That's ridiculous.
That's measured. That's people that are measured that at this age should be able to read and can't. That's not infants. I'm not talking about that. But there's some countries like Norway and Sweden that have 100% literacy rate. Really? As Emma Gonzalez would say, really?
Bitch.
Really?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, don't go too far. Don't call them names, because that's what the left does. They don't agree with you, so they call you names. And the word they used to always go to is racist. I don't want people looking at me.
You're the one that left the window open.
I don't want to get Elton John out this window. Not Elton John, what's his name? From the Beatles.
Oh, Ringo?
No.
Ringo
what?
Starr?
No. Ringo Starr didn't get shot. The leader,
Oh.
John Lennon. I don't want to get John Lennon out of this window right now.
John Lennon.
So, that's my answer. That's why we're the best country in the world. And we have baseball. That's another thing that a lot of people would say. Sports. Our American sports teams.
Inside of America, yes.
Yeah.
You go outside of America, they think our sports are boring.
You know what they... They watch it.
Basketball, the only sport they get entertained with is football. Surprisingly. A lot of people think basketball is
And what
boring.
does the rest of the world play? Soccer? They'll turn around and
That's
kick
a
this
very
ball.
exciting sport.
Not really.
If you watch it,
They score maybe once or twice a game.
but it's very exciting.
Not
It
really.
is.
To me, it's not. I respect the sport and the athleticism, 100%.
We're watching the World Cup together.
Yes,
That's the
we
only
are.
time. Honestly, that's the only time I watch soccer.
It's in Russia this year, right? Oh no, it's in where is it? Brazil?
I thought it was Russia.
Russia. You know, I can see
I think it's
Russia
Russia.
from my house. Russia.
God, she's one of the dumbest politicians we had.
Hey, she was the governor of Alaska,
Well, that makes sense.
mother of 6 kids. Don't
Damn it, you know me too well.
do it.
You know me too well.
Be nice.
I think you need to relight that.
Yeah.
That's been sitting for a while. So, what do you think about this Walmart yodeling boy from Illinois, by the way?
Illinois, yeah, he's from Illinois.
Yeah, let's play it. Let's play it. Let me see if I can find it.
You know what? I think it's great, man. That is another reason.
Yeah,
This kid got famous because he's got an amazing cinema. This kid sounds like Hank Williams.
because he went to Walmart.
You know, it's a
Here.
Hank Williams song.
Really?
She called me sweet daddy.
I'm gonna play it. I'm playing it right now. Here we go.
Powering on. Welcome to All Tech Lansing.
I've grown so used to you somehow, but I'm nobody's sugar daddy now, and I'm alone. I got the lovesick blues. Well, I'm in love with the beautiful gal. That's what's the matter with me. I'm in love with the beautiful gal, but she don't care about me. Thought I tried to keep her satisfied, but she just wouldn't stay. So now that she is leaving, this is all I can say.
Good for
I
him.
got a feeling, got a blue, Lord, since my baby say goodbye. I don't know what I do. All I do is have to sigh. Oh Lord, that last song did, she said goodbye. Well, Lord, I thought I would cry. She do me, she do you, she's got the kind of love. Lord, I'd love to hear what you call the sweet daddy.
That's a kid singing this.
You seen him on Ellen?
No.
He's pretty good on Ellen.
I've grown so used to you somehow. But I'm nobody's sugar daddy now, and I'm lonesome. I got the lovesick blues. Oh yeah.
So, all right. So I guess this little kid from Illinois went to Walmart and he just decided to sing. And it went viral. I think. How many views were on that video?
A lot.
Probably close to 150 million, right?
13,753,716.
And now this is what happens. He's been on Ellen. He's been on Good Morning America. Walmart's going to put him on tour. They're going to do a show at the Grand Ole Opry. So this is what I don't know if it's I guess it's my generation, our generation. This is what our generation does with it. Oh, hold on. This is an ad.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's really good though. I was listening to it the other day, dude. Fist pumping like his little Moro. Isn't that funny?
That's awesome.
I don't know if that says anything, but
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah. That's a lot of the entertainment for today.
Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No,
Talk
it's
about
not.
it.
No,
Talk
it's
about
not.
it.